So the head is going to be Rice Krispie treats. We want it nice and lightweight. Again, if you're going to do it in cake or if it's going to be really heavy, you want to put some doweling and support in there like you would for a tiered cake. Okay, so here's my scraps. So I made some cereal treats. Okay, and I obviously already did 1/2. Well, I did both halves, but all you have to do is take it and stuff it in this bowl. Now, you want to make sure that you spray this, at least I spray mine with a little bit of cooking spray so it doesn't stick. Okay, and then you just keep packing it in. I pack a little bit in, and then I pack a little bit more in, and I keep pressing, and then I'll turn it over and press like this. Okay, so I do 1/2 at a time. Okay, and then what I want to do is put the 2 halves together. So as you can see, I did these ahead of time. And you put these 2 halves together, and then you're going to press that seam. And roll it on the counter to press it, compress the cereal treat so it gets smoother. Because the more you compress it, the more they are together, the less you'll have to fill. We're going to fill it with the creases with chocolate so that we can get a nice smooth head. And then you just press with your palm of your hand. And if you want, you can do it in one piece. I just find it easier to do in 2. Roll it on the counter. Get a nice round head. Okay. If you find it doesn't stick, then use a little chocolate to stick it together. We're going to be using chocolate anyway in a minute to coat it. So if you have a problem with the marshmallows not sticking, go ahead and use some chocolate to glue it together, which we might do. Okay. Okay, so we've got this going here. We're actually going to be using it like this. Let me get my chocolate warmed up. All right, so we've got this nice and compressed, but I still want to fill in any little crevices. So I'm just taking my chocolate, smearing it on. Once I get the entire thing covered, actually I don't have to wait to get the whole thing covered, I can take my acetate and I can smooth it in. So you can see I end up with a nice smooth piece. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cover this whole thing, smooth it with the acetate, and then pop it in the refrigerator real quick so it'll harden up, and then I'll cover it with fondant for the head. Okay? All right, so I have a dowel here, a sharpened dowel. You can use either end. I'm probably going to use the blunt end. I'm going to dip it in the chocolate because I'm running out of finger room to hold this. So I'm going to dip it in the chocolate and insert it into this head. About halfway. And that gives me a way to hold on to it while I'm trying to get the chocolate on it, without getting my fingers all over it. So I have my clay gun tool here, and it's got the little, this is a rope, this is basically a rope is what it is. So it's just little 3 lumps, like a three-part clover here with no stem. So here you can see it a little bit better. See how it's got 3? So it basically makes 3 ropes, and what we're going to do is make a little tiny rope to go around the base of our lion. So let me finish getting this out. And what you do is you go down with one hand and up with the other. Okay, so just like so. And it makes the rope as tight as you want. Okay, so there it is. And we're going to go ahead and cut the end off that I squished. And we're going to put a little water on our cake and attach. So grab a brush, a little water down at the base here. I'm going to start in the back actually. And we're just going to attach it here to hide hide the board. Okay, we'll make another one to finish around the back. Okay, so we've got it pretty much covered.